only that we have streamlined a few stories for further discourse. On Mainland Focus, we try to give you an avenue to also give us feedback on the plethora of issues that we discussed earlier in the day. We have selected 2 stories for conversations, and soon enough we'll open the phone line and also remind you that you can participate via our social media platform. Mainland Focus starts at 8:40 a.m. all the way to 9:45 a.m. We take your feedback either via the phone, via social media, via text message, via WhatsApp. These are the 4 platforms through which you can opine on the issues that we've brought to the table. I am Sage Babalola Fuatai will be with us for Mainland Focus as we take your contributions this morning. And the 2 stories that have been selected, the first of which happens to be the reconciliation that has happened between Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu and the president. Although the governor does say that there was no dispute in the first place, and maybe this notion of a reconciliation is just something that people has drawn out of thin air. Although the Guardian newspaper did report that a source inside, or a source from that meeting, a source that has not been named, says that the GAC, the governor, went there to plead on behalf of the governor. And the governor himself, after that meeting, spoke to reporters and said that there is no discourse whatsoever. People are crying more than the bereaved. They're acting more Catholic than the Pope, all of which are, what do I call them, metaphors to indicate that we might be doing too much and we might be overflogging the speculations around a dispute between the governor and the president. Initial speculations have said that there are many reasons that might have been responsible for the snub, first of all, that had occurred between the president and the governor whilst he came for the commissioning of the 30-kilometer Lagos-Calabar coastal highway, and his obvious absence from certain other ceremonies. And the governor says that we're father and son. This is not an indication that we have any problems. We're happy. We're one big family, amongst other things. So what are your thoughts about this reconciliation? And I think this also gives us an avenue to even speak about the 6 years of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. One of the speculations was that his performance was not necessarily up to par, and this is why he might have had a little bit of a squabble with the president. So let's pick on that one significant subject matter. In the almost 6 years of, or well, a little over 6 years of the Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, what are your thoughts about his performance? What are your thoughts about the reconciliation with the president? What also does this mean for the future of the APC? Because we've always heard conversations around the APC always knows how to resolve its issues internally, as opposed to parties like the Labour Party, the PDP, amongst others, who wash their dirty linen in public. What does this mean for the APC? What does this mean for the governor? And what do you think about the overall performance of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State? And the second conversation that we're having is different but slightly related. We have Umo Eno of Akwa Ibom, who has finally officially announced his defection to the APC. He says he's doing this in the interest of the people. He wants to be closer to the center. He wants to be closer to progress so that he can bring progress and development to the state. That a lot of comments thought that this is mostly about self-preservation rather than development for the people of Akwa Ibom State. Also, reports have indicated that for perfection trailing the 2027 election. What are your thoughts? Are there any evidence on ground, or do the evidence on ground suggest that ultimately we might see more governors leaving their respective parties into the APC? As always, we'll get Fuad's thoughts very briefly on these 2 stories.
The Guardian is reporting that, look, that meeting between the president, the GAC, and the governor was to reconcile the governor. They had to prostrate. I saw that part of the report and just chuckled and like, well, prostrate really, but it is what it is really. A lot of things happen behind closed doors amongst politicians, amongst leaders of political parties that may come to some of us as a surprise, or may not come to some of us as a surprise, depending on how deeply you understand how we play the leadership structure within political parties in Nigeria, especially even the ruling APC at this time. And, you know, you continue to ask yourself, what is the future of these political parties when it's just about one individual? Like, everything is still centered. This is the rallying point. You know, it's just one individual calling the shots. If you look at the Obasa problem, for example, until the president intervened, there was no resolution to that issue. until they had to now take all of them to Abuja, and then everybody calmed down. So peace suffering from now.
Yes.
Because there used to be a time where President Obasanjo was the man that took every decision. If he wanted you in the party, you stay. If he wanted you out of the party, you are out. You know. And when eventually he left as president, some other people came. He was not happy with the party. He tore his party card, and the rest is history. The PDP time. So if something happens, he's not available to help them resolve their issue before they were able to behave themselves, and then we had that peace within the party. But again, the governor has told us to bend song. That is not our issue. We're only crying more than the bereaved. But be quiet on the mountain for him. Somehow the leaders of the party have gone there to beg for him, and I think he can now continue with his job. And if we're going to go by the Guardian report that look, all is forgiven, just go and continue to do your job. You know, we would assume that you know, this is moment of calm for him. He can return to his seat. But you asked about the era in terms of performance and the delivery of the dividends of democracy for the people of Lagos State. You know, a lot of talk about whether it's done well or not, really. You know, there are people who think, for example, that for the first 4 years of administration, he wasn't able to do any real projects. He was basically just completing some of the projects that Ambody had not completed, which is not bad, if you ask me. But there's still a lot more that needs to be done in Lagos. You know, there's still questions around the quality of roads in Lagos. Yes, Lagos is not one of the most insecure states in the country, where most parts of Lagos, especially on the mainland here, the street lights are not working. There's darkness everywhere. You know, crime thrives in darkness, whether we like it or not. And there's also the question of, you know, little things that should matter in the state. And I also had to take on the Commissioner for Environment that, look, you can't be talking about a clean Lagos when there's no water supply. Go to the island, for example, my own people. They buy water from Abokis. The water is still smelling. There's nothing happening on the island. The whole area is dirty, completely dirty. A Tinubu Square that used to be a place of tourism when we were kids, they dump refuse at the Tinubu Square as we speak. There's no water anywhere. The drainages all are locked up, dirty. So, you see, there's a lot that still needs to be done. That's why we're thinking that, look, maybe the governor of Lagos State, 6 years now, he has 2 more years, can still make his mark by paying attention to these little things. He's talking about more blue coaches arriving to help with rail transportation along the blue line. What has happened to the entire intermodal transport plan of Lagos State? The BRT is a complete failure. For people who have gone out and have seen how bus rapid transit system is properly run, you will know that what we have in Lagos is a complete joke, a complete mess as BRT. So a lot must be done to make Lagos a functional mega city. It's a mega city by population, but for it to get functional, a lot has to be. And that's why there are people who think that, look, can we really say it's a blessing that it's been one party ruling Lagos for the last 25 years plus? Maybe if we had different parties, we would have had, you know, better development in Lagos than we have it. But again, that would be a conversation for another. I think Governor Sanwo-Olu, congratulations to him that all is now safe and well with him. He said we should keep our mouth shut. There's nothing going on. No problem. We're fine. But on governance of Lagos, there's a lot on his shoulders and a lot that Lagosians are expecting him to do, you know, for them to really get the dividends of democracy for the people of Lagos. And then for people who are defecting, it's a game. It's a game, like they always say, even though we don't expect it to be a dirty game the way we're playing it here. But since we like to play dirty, we'll continue. Most of the PDP governors are like marking time. Some of them are still ready to defect, you know. So at the end of the day, whether all of these governors defect or not, whoever wins or fails in 2027, the people who are still going to vote for one of these guys, let's stay on point, keep our eyes on the ball, throw away emotions and sentiment. When they bring all these religious, tribal sentiments, put it aside. What are their policy statements? Concentrate on the policies, dig deep.
Appreciate you. The phone line is now open, 0913 6000 410. The phone line again, 0913 6000 430. Again, WhatsApp text message 0913 6000 430. We're still streaming live on Facebook and YouTube, so you can send your. Welcome. Yes.
I greet my Oga there.
I greet you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir. Say the light still there.
They took it and brought it back again.
So you still have light now.
Hey, congratulations.
Mr. Ulu and his boss. I would like to see it as the problem of loyalty. I think the boss is no longer trusting him.
They said there's no problem. Don't let us. They said there's no problem.
You can tell that to the Marines, but we know that since that day that the man refused to shake him, he has not been sleeping well.
How do you?
But the thing I should tell Sanwo-Olu is that what should really cost him sleepless night is his spirit. He's not worried about that. It's just one man who refused to shake him that is calling people to beg. Now that they got look, we are annoyed with all the roads here are bad.
What do you want him to do
look and see what's happening here.
About roads.
Okay.
Tinubu, for what? Is it Tinubu that voted you? That's the problem. If you really trust the electorate to vote you in power, not Baba Sopa, you should not be going to one man to beg. That's the problem. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. You can also tell us if you say that you're not pleased with...
Hello.
Yes, good morning to you.
Yeah, good morning. My name is Peter Ustifo. I'm calling from Abaron, Cotton.
Welcome.
Yeah, for Jide Sanwo-Olu, the governor of Lagos State, and many of the GAC members who have gone to Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to beg for forgiveness. Well, I think Jide Sanwo-Olu or be a boy to Mr. President. He's just trying to serve out the second term. Especially when after the impeachment of the Mudashiru of Basa in Lagos State, the Lagos State Speaker. After that period, I'm not sure he has and then the restoration of Obasa again by Mr. President. I'm not sure that Jide Sanwo-Olu, is in the governor of Akwa Ibom defecting. I think it's not new. Just like Senator Ndume said that during Jonathan's time, 22 governors, defected and were with PDP. And this may also happen yet a lot.
Thank you.
I think Jonathan, Mr. President, is still very much in control of the power and is going to win 2027.
Thank you very much for calling. Hello, good morning to you.
Hello, Lady C.
Good morning.
Can you hear me very well?
Yes, I can hear you clearly. Go ahead, please.
This is a Prince YS greeting Fuad from Ora Igomina in your state, Nigeria. I tried yesterday, go, I don't enter. And Fuad, if I come down to Lagos, we should reserve my report you to KBC. Let's make a greet all of you where.
Greeting KBC too.
My name is Prince Y. Calling you from all right going. Now, I want to talk about the rift between Baba Tinubu and the Nigerian governor. You see, if the matter is settled now, fine good. Because I want the governor to concentrate, doing the work we assigned for him to do. If we come to my area, more of the road project is going well. That this rail line is going on speedily. When you talk of road, there's one road in our area, Udojoro. If you take it out, fantastic road, concrete road, satisfy everybody. When you ask some governor today, the only concentration is the capital. But when you talk of Mamu of it's the suburb of Lagos. It's not in Ikeja, it's the capital. The government is more, there's a lot of work going on. But I want the government to do is Lagos dark during the night. This also this cabinet, very beautiful, but Sonani is too dark. I want Lagos to be light during the night.
Thank you.
My dearest lady, I want to stop now. I'm greeting you very well from Ora.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
You know where Ora is?
He said Osun State. He
Okay.
already said it. I don't know, but he said it. And just to be fair as well, I skipped that report in the papers. 12 new coaches have been added
for the Blue
to
Rail Line.
the Blue Rail Line, and also fares have been reduced by I think some 50%. Travel time too have been reduced by 8 minutes.
Since there'll be more coaches to
Since
move
there'll
people
be
around
more
there.
coaches, exactly. So there's been some sort of improvement to the Blue Line.
But
12
when
new
are we going to
coaches.
take you from CMS beyond mile 2? When are we going to get to Okoko?
It's still Marina to my
And when are we going to get to Okoko?
12 new coaches, travel time reduced by 8 minutes, and a 50% fare slash.
All right.
The remaining one is now between Fuad and you people. I've told you what the news report is telling us. Let's take.
Are we ever going to get to Okoko? That's the question.
Hopefully.
Okay.
Let's take this phone call. Hello, good morning to you. Hello.
Hey.
Yes,
Good morning.
Good morning. I can hear you.
Good
Go
morning
ahead.
to Mr.
Yes.
Fuad.
Good morning. Good morning, sir.
My name is JᴏɪR.
Welcome.
Oh, wow. You're welcome.
So first, I'm calling on this show for the first time since how many years I've been listening. So
Nice to have you. I want to do shaker back.
where is Sandra? Is Sandra still with this station?
No, she's not with us anymore.
She's in other places now.
Okay. So Fuad, to the point.
Yes.
Whether people are saying that Tinubu at the end of this thing will still return as president here, and that is what the constitution guarantees, 4 years. Then the second tenor is if the people doesn't turn. That's what we should be talking about. Fuad, you will agree with me there is no governance. For the past 3 years, the president has done nothing to merit even coming back. So instead of in 2 years to work, let him do something that will now qualify us to say he is going to come back or not. Fuad, if we wake up tomorrow and a bag of rice is sold for 25,000 naira, where Mr. Buhari left it, instead of justifying that it's coming down, it means that he has not done anything for us.
Thank you.
Then between him and his son, a minister in this country today, at least from Lagos State, when Tinubu emerged president, there is nothing that would have made him not to make Akin Umiambode.
We gave you the extra time because, first time that you're calling. I wanted to welcome you in properly. It's usually 1 minute.
In terms of performance, Barrister Curtis told me something on the sidelines yesterday that there was a time.
Wow, I'm so proud of you.
You brought out, and the people that did the job, that you said did the job, are not even aware of what you brought out as achievement. So, but again, it's 2 years, half time, maybe by 2027. But once again, Sage, 2026 is going to be sure that in the next 3, 4, 5 months now, we're going to go into the thick of serious politicking, and governors will take the back door, the back bench, and that's it.
Oh yeah, somebody was telling you the woman Loretta, the
Onoche, yes, Loretta Onoche. Yeah, thank you so much.
I don't know the name of the person.
Loretta Onoche.
Joshua. Thank you so much, Joshua.
She was dropped by Buhari.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Madam Sage.
Hello.
Good morning, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I'm coming to collect my Ram too.
No problem.
Yes. Yeah, God bless all of you. Well, on my the president, Mr. Tinubu, and the governor, well, nobody's sure. Nobody's sure of the reason, the issue that is causing the rift. So the only thing is, whatever anybody says is mere speculation. But when there is an issue, I only speculate. And my speculation in this instance is that the governor of Lagos State, Mr. Sanwo-Olu, is not meeting the agreement.
They've told you
that there was no issue.
They've told you that there's no issue.
Allegedly.
Wait now, Barrister Peter. The governor yesterday came out of a meeting with the president, with the GSC leaders, and I said that there was no issue. There's no issue. People are just crying more than the bereaved. And I think we should move on from that. Let's just see that is well, yes. Because if we continue to speculate now, I think we've moved past that. Until when we have something more substantial, I think it's just not too good for us to continue to speculate.
Yeah, everybody has the right to grandstand. Let's leave it at that. Yeah, let's leave it at that. But the governor of for the governor of Akwa Ibom that has defected.
Has defected.
Okay, he has defected.
Officially, yes.
Officially, to confirm the suspicions of many people that he was going to defect. Now that he has defected and says that the reason for defecting is to get close to the center. That is exactly the same thing.
Please, it's 1 minute per person. All right, thank you. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yes, good morning.
Good morning, What? John from Ogba.
Yes, good morning.
Happy Lefitri.
Thank you.
What?
Yes.
You dey offend me. No salami for me. Me will be your tight friend, very close ally.
Don't worry.
Wow. Where is that?
I will email the salami to you.
Okay. Can you give me an inkling about that?
I'm sure she's on social media. You can always reach out.
Okay, I will engage. I will try and
social media. Yes.
Okay, because the issue of the day.
Yes.
Someone who said we should not cry more than the bereaved. It's actually right. Whatever it is that has got them together, we didn't know. In the first place, how they met, how they met, we did not know. How they can be both. Let us clear it as a that now. Our concern should be that
I'm with you.
Our concern should be that they should give us good governance. That is what we wanted. About his performance, yes, he has tried, but just as you are saying, he has not performed up to the expected level. Despite the fact of that he has humongous amount of money, he's not telling us exactly what he has spent. Only what we are seeing is project being completed or not completed. Actually, he can do more than this. Honestly, if you ask of my opinion. Good morning.
All right. Thank you very much for your comments. Hello.
Hello. Good morning, Sage.
Yes. Good morning.
That was your weekend now.
Fine. Thank you.
Ogapwa, good morning.
Good morning, sir.
My name is Lucky. From Yanakwaja.
You're welcome.
You are asking whether Fᴜᴜ perform or not. For me, Fᴜᴜ did not perform. As I called you, I said yesterday, Fᴜᴜ was the ceremonial governor in Lagos State. You know, he does not, even the commissioners, nobody report to him. I'm telling you.
Now. So who are they reporting to?
Let me tell you, for all those commissioners, they were brought as they do for Fubara.
But they will still report to the government, even they gave them to you.
The report they will report this, we are going to. Someone who was just after, you just put him as a governor to come and say, the only achievement when they are is to tell about Peter B that Peter B is the people right from the beginning. You not get how to be governor.
Well or not?
You know, it's not. There's nothing I can say. He don't because it's not exist for me. You don't know. It's
not possible.
Hello.
Hello, sir. Sorry, Babalola. Good morning. How are you?
Morning to you too.
Oga, how now?
Fine. Good morning.
Our crossover service. I reported that there is no light in Ikorodu Road. Up till yesterday, I passed there. Ikorodu Road. I think for me, Sanwo-Olu did not come to work, especially this second term. The way he got his government, did not try those people that were causing mayhem during election, and then up till now, let him just eat and go. The time will come, he will go. I won't talk about what happened between him and his boss. He said there was nothing, so there was nothing. Let me tell you that Akwa Ibom, 80% of them are not in support of what this man is doing. They are calling him names. I told you that my younger brother left Lagos September last year. He was working at a papa here, working almost every day. Now, Akwa Ibom are not in support of. They say he's a betrayer, he's a Judas of our today. He bites the finger that fed him, and that they brought him to where pastor. He will do something with conscience. He will do something with morality. But unfortunately, he did not set the pace. He did not show the example of a man of God going in that party and you moved on. He said you want to line with the center. What of Emmanuel? Emmanuel that was working without aligning with the center. He will not come back. He will not come back. He will be himself.
All right, thank you very much. I don't know what religion has to do with the provision morality, yes, and that's your own opinion. But with regards to the law, he hasn't necessarily broken.
Violated the law.
He has not violated any single law. You cannot talk about personal principles. That's a conversation.
You said it's for the interest of the people.
Sage and Ogafwad, how was your weekend? As for Sanwo-Olu and his godfather, I'm just taking care of myself. Okay, John Burke, they are far behind the rest of the 35 states in terms of real democracy. So I don't take Lagos politics standard. When people claim that our election coverage to, thereby depriving the voters access to better options during election, and the people they give coverage to a country, but because I'm a nobody, I don't have a name. I understand that the media is not only the problem, our people are also a problem. Their minds are too closed, and religion. That's how they determine their choices. Democracy cannot produce dividends of democracy under this condition. Democracy is not an automatic ticket to good governance. You have to make the right choice during an election by electing competent people to run your country. And the best way to elect competent leaders is by being open-minded and have access to examine as many options as possible. This is a message from Kolawole Kazim regarding political reforms. I don't think we would turn you away. So I think that is unfair, and it's very close-minded of you. If you're accusing us of being close-minded, it's right back at you.
He's also been sending messages to us, even on political roundtable. I think he has a problem with the media to educate the people, to keep the people in power under check. Vie for an elective position. Let us know that you're on the ballot, and I'm sure that will give you the platform.
We have specialized program. We had interviewed Fᴜᴜ Doherty, and I know that you
apart
spoke
from
to Jando,
even the list of the candidates came here.
I think it was only the Lagos State governor that
even
we were not
Boots
able
Party,
to access.
They have just one office that
we did go to their secretariat.
We went there
as well
to say, look, we want to talk to your candidate. So I don't know what the idea of,
rather than this continued criticism of the media, vie for a position, reach out to us. We will bring you on air, and let's hear what you have to say. Plus, instead of this lengthy message criticizing the media, why don't you use this particular platform you have to talk? There on Facebook says, good morning, Sage and Fuad. Somebody said the worst thing that can happen to the other 8 is with him. I really don't know what this means, but you go further to say Sowore should be a man of principle. He should learn from the potholes for the first 3 months in his government. 6 years down the there's no street lights in Oshodi. They're putting the life of Fuad. If we're being fair, I do remember that place was fixed. Oshodi was actually fixed. The bridge was constructed, and then people went there, and even some of the touts there, I think they were asked to leave, not to sleep on that bridge.
Sanity was brought back to
but
Oshodi,
then would you blame the governor maybe for not doing proper follow-up or not securing the area, or the people who decided?
Fᴜᴜ brought complete sanity to a very chaotic environment. I think what somebody did was to change the outlook in terms of the transportation plan, the aesthetics and all that. But go to Oshodi.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yeah, I'm calling from Ijesha.
You can tell us your name.
All
right.
Yeah. You see, I stayed away from my to Marina for good 4 years, which was not started. He abandoned that project for 4 years. Now, look at the yearly, the profit that's coming from that area. They are extending to that. Yeah, a green line is coming. The red line is already taken off. The railway lasts longer, and it takes more people. So, they did immediately well. Forget people are talking of they destroy Lagos. That look at the Ambode that collapse the wasted them by Trumbu did, and people are saying that Ambode. What did he do? So thanks for that. I'm only just from calling that my contribution.
All right then.
What did he do? A lot of people will tell you he did a lot too.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you.
This is Sergeant from our connection.
Welcome.
Good morning, Fufua. There are 2 anything in the studio today.
Good morning, sir.
Congratulations for this session that just ended.
Thank you.
What I want to say is that you said we advise him and he listen to us. He might have problems. You know the case of Wike and Fubara. Because if you try to do what we, benefit people, you will have problem with your godfather. So that is the issue. Like somebody was calling to say, what did the Ambode do? I was surprised that person is in Lagos and he's saying all these things. Come down to Ipaja, come down, in fact, entire Lagos. Ambode almost copes entire Lagos. Believe me, I roll out our statistics. So that's my contribution this morning. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much for calling. Let's take another phone call. Hello, morning to you. Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Sage and Fawad.
Good morning.
We can barely hear you. You might need to call us back, actually. Please do well to call back if you...
I'm happy that Fuad is in the studio.
Good morning.
I'm happy. Good morning. My name is M쏘ɪᴜᴜ. I'm calling from Shaga. Intelligent lady with you. And the world is celebrating her.
She's savvy.
But somebody say I should specifically mention it to greet you and her. God bless you. You have a good material there. You have a good material in the person of Sage. Now, on the issue of the governor and his father. When husband and wife
to ask us to rest ourselves and allow the sleeping dog to die. Whatever is but then I think Ambode tried. You see what happened is that Ambode, that if care is not taken, that it might be thrown out. It's likely to be impossible anyway, because it's not easy to impeach a governor unless when there is majority. But we have to be very careful because we have somebody who is not forgiving, who doesn't have the heart to forgive. Having said that, let me end up by thanking you for. And I remember others are asking for salami to my own now. Salami, he says.
Morning to you.
My name is Godwin.
All right, Godwin. All right, go ahead.
I want to talk about the morning section from Akwa Ibom.
Okay, why not?
Yes, because I'm from Akwa Ibom State. It is not a new thing we have been heard for the final thing we have made his mind. But I want to remind Nigeria, and the same thing happened to Akpabio. So when they lost the compensation by giving a minister of Nigeria, they become off their mic for the radio station. So no Akwa Ibom might, but I'm 100% sure he will regret. I know how I sponsor people, how I campaign for money, or even from a family, from a town. I'm a politician from a town, but it's not. I'm not worried. I don't tell my people they should not worry, and I still tell Akwa Ibom might, those that hear me, that para Lagos everywhere, they should not worry. They will still make some money. So that is what my case is. Not. Right. It's not. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.
Hello. Hello.
Alagi. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah.
You're welcome, sir.
I'm just coming from where you stopped, that the issue of which Ooni of Ife said the professor should go and look into. Having said that, that's the best way they know how to play the politics. That is number one. The second one is that the opposition, they are not together. Nigerians against them. But after who? So if the Nigerians people with them doesn't win, they should not say APC will rig the election. They are playing their politics now and they are working towards the mark. And finally, not because of me, but because of my generations coming.
Of your thoughts. Back to WhatsApp now. We have good morning and happy festive season on Sanwo-Olu. It is over from Ambode, and now no wonder Ambode was removed because he's not remitting kudi. That's according to you. The cane used to flog Iyale is now being used on Sanwo-Olu. We're watching the drama. Ifeanyi from Asheshe. Okay, we have here. He has not done very well, so he has to look for ways to feather his nest. Sanwo-Olu would be one of those governors who would score low. He should focus on the BRT routes like Ikotu, Mushi, and Environ. He should stop playing the school ball. Tinubu's first 2 years. It means nothing will be done in his second tenure. In fact, we should expect the worst. Ifeanyi from Igondo. We have good morning. Amadini Ruben this night about it. But if they hear that the two of them are going their different ways, they'll be happy. Why do people love President and Governor Sanwo-Olu reconcile or disagree? In fact, if they like, let them fight publicly. How does that affect not minding how the electorate feels on the defection of Governor Eno to APC, where bread and butter is always served? According to him, it's unfortunate how these people have continued to expose their hypocrisy and sycophancy to the public. This confession is an indirect indictment of the Nkeja. Good morning, Mainland Radio. The defection of Akwa Ibom State Governor to the APC is a wise decision, as his second term bid is being threatened by federal power. If you cannot beat them politically, join them in peace. Omon from Songwater sent that particular message. We have here, it takes total charge and dictates what happens in the party is not a good idea. If we actually want competent people to come on board and rule the country, on Governor Udom and other governors defect into the ruling party, it's not new because every politician wants to remain relevant just for their selfish interest. I can tell you for free that if another party should win in the 2027 general election, they would all defect back to the ruling to continue to speculate. All I want Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu to do with the remaining 2 years in office is to move around the state and see things for himself rather than get reports from third parties like commissioners. He should focus on how to make the environment cleaner because there's huge refuse everywhere. He should light up Lagos like Fashola did by powering it with generators. As work is becoming slower and we are already in the rainy season. God bless Nigeria. Temitope Onotoye from Ijagamo community. Let me read two more messages of governors sit and some National Assembly, even State Assembly, are not clear that your welfare does not matter to these politicians but their own interest. For those governors and National Assembly members defecting to another party, they are stomach infrastructure seekers, nothing to offer the people that voted them. It's high time you masses decide how your generation future will be. 0913-6000-430 is for WhatsApp and text message. We're still live on Facebook and on YouTube, and we're talking about the recent update between Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State and the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu of Nigeria. According to The Guardian this morning, there has been some sort of resolution, although the governor continues to establish that there was no feud in the first place. And maybe we're doing too much. Everything is fine and all is well. So we're saying that what does this mean for the governor moving forward? Is this enough to quell the storm of speculations that has trailed the obvious snub of the governor by the president at a recent events, the commissioning of the 30-kilometer Lagos-Calabar highway, and also the absence of the governor from other ceremonies here in Lagos, contrary to what we have seen with their relationship in previous time? Is all now well? Do you believe that it's enough to convince you that everything is fine? Also, what are your thoughts about the 6 years of this governor? Do you think he has done well enough, and do you think it is now time for him to the mass defection that we've been seeing across different stratas of our political landscape? The most recent being Governor Umuoeno of Akwa Ibom, who has now defected to the APC on the grounds that he wants to be closer to the center, he wants to be closer to the president, he wants to bring development to the state by virtue of this closeness. And many people have said, well, that's not the case. This is all about political preservation, self-preservation, rather than the interest of the people. And reports tell us that we might see 4 more governors defecting to the APC. What are your thoughts about this mass defection? Do you have concerns? What are these concerns? Or do you think that maybe if everybody is on the same page, we might see development across different states of the Federation? Let's take a call, see what you have to say about these stories. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Morning to you.
Yeah, but my name is Blessing Udo. During the time of Akpabio defection and Umuoeno, during Akpabio defected, the structure of the party remained with PDP, but now the structure has been moved to APC. So the man will win, and I am in full support of him with defecting. It will bring now the Ibom depot to be completed. So many people will come to the state. People should just relax. The man will win. Thank you.
All right. Hello.
Hello, madam.
Not the only one calling. Many people are calling. Connected. Let's get to the conversation.
Please, quickly, Oga Fuad. Good morning, sir. Happy Salah in Arias. You see, some of us, when we are in this Lagos, we believe that the Nigeria earning everywhere. I was shocked this morning. I listened to another platform where one of the praise singers is based in Lagos here, but he's out of Lagos now. When he was saying something that for the past that will be in Lagos here and start praising the God. Oga Fuad, I think God is about to do something in Nigeria. God wants to put these politicians. Let them unite and come. Maybe I enter one.
This is why you try to call for minutes on end, and this is everything you have to say at the end of the day. We cannot encourage such conversations on radio. Nothing will happen to them. If you have grievances, you approach the law, or you use.
That's coming from a beg.
Please, I mean. Hello. Good morning to you.
Hello.
Yes.
Good morning.
Morning.
First of all, on the issue of our governor in Lagos, Sanwo-Olu, and is our president. To me, I'm not surprised. He's holding his boss before. He's working under him. So it's a question of boss and servant. So that is their cup of tea. But my concern is about the what do you call it? The movement of the governors, to APC. Are first, more than us. Their interest first. That's it. They are concerned. It's not their business. But by and large, it's only God. To me, God can do wonder. But by and large, Tinubu should remember, it's a politician from grassroots in Lɪධᴇ. It is based on their performance. But we pray God will direct him. God will make him, do what Nigeria will not forget about his, performances in this country. Because we cannot blame him. Things have been falling all apart before his inception. And direct us better. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Have a better one. I'll take our last call for the morning. Hello. Good morning.
About all the name of all is doing is republishing. Publishing of what the letter has already set in place. The other side we're talking about. Just like Fᴏᴜ. So not that it's normal, but they say there's nothing to say there. Fine. With sons together. No, that comes to APC. If you become participation, find ourselves.
Thank you. That's actually our last call for the morning. I don't know about it being criminal.
There's nothing criminal.
Because like I said, it's not don't play God. Don't talk like God. Like Governor Moino will not come back in 2027. I start with Mr. Fᴏᴜ. I want to beg you to please give us our 30 minutes that is due to us on Political Roundtable. Now beg I debate why, so that people can call and be saying governor should capsize. Even sorry to people who actually want to contribute meaningfully. It might not be meaningful contribution to the conversation. It's just people that want to lambast the government. Very, very sad. We have on Governor Sanwo-Olu. I don't know if he's performing well, but one area I commend him is the beautiful train service. No other state can boast of this. I know it was because of the Obasa situation. On Governor Eno, Mr. Fᴏᴜ, my prediction is that most of these defecting governors would lose their seats in 2027, especially in the traditional PDP states. James Obuna from Oshodi. All right, we'll see. And he might not be relevant in politics anymore. According to you, you said for road and street lights in Sūrùlérè, both constituency 1 and 2, Gbajabiamila is number 1. For PACN lights, especially we in Band 8 Sūrùlérè here, is superb and great. Oladele Joel from Sūrùlérè. We have, please tell your caller that Ambode built the 6-lane Lagos Airport Road, the legacy that Sanwo-Olu cannot surpass. Okangbelina, let's see you see what Okangbelina wants to do to forward.
But honestly, for Ambode, he also did a lot of work. I think there was a problem with waste management, the Visionscape project, which failed completely. So that's one people hold against the fact that, look, the PSP arrangement that Fᴏᴜ started, he wanted to bring something he said was going to get better, but, waste management became chaotic in Lagos. But if you go to Alimosho, for example, they'll tell you Ambode did magic. The number of roads he constructed in that local government is unbelievable.
All right. Let me see if I can squeeze in this one message here. Most of the messages are replicated across Facebook and WhatsApp. But Francis Ekpenyong says, good morning, Sage and Fouad, and the entire Mainland FM and Lady Mo. On Sanwo-Eko, if there's no problem, why organize a begging party? On the happy hour, Governor Umar of Akwa Ibom's defection, he just has one vote, and that's a reminder that having a state governor in your party doesn't mean that you have the state's vote. The example are there. Lagos State had APC governor, but APC lost presidential election. I would advocate for electoral reforms that guarantee a near decent, free, fair, credible election. Nigerians know what they want. We have Kola Wale Kazim, who says there's nothing wrong with defection. It shows that our democracy is free. Defection is a good thing and not a bad thing. You media always, to register some political party, I'm going to read it though, and came up with the electoral policy that makes registration of new party difficult. The media.
You are in trouble with Kola Wale.
I don't even have the energy for this. The media made registering political parties
very
harder.
difficult.
He said we forced INEC.
We are even the ones rigging election, according to me.
And we are miseducated. We that just said it here that defection is nothing. We are correcting people that is not. We are the one that forced them. If there's something you want, just say it. Because at this point now, if there's something you want, just say it and let's know how to move forward. Because I'm not. Maybe it's forward, like the media that's forcing INEC to register party.
I don't know. I really don't know.
Wahala.
It's tiring, really.
What power do we need to? I can't do it. I'm tired. Thank you. I mean, it's fun actually. Trump and Marx are not having a great time. I would like to talk about that for sure. And yeah, of course, I'd like to talk about that for sure. So let's see what that is all about. And then by 10:15, we'll come back with the health segment of the Morning Express, where we'll be talking about yeast infection on mother and child. Don't go anywhere. We still have a lot packed for you. This is Mainland 98.3 FM.